The only difference is that the pegs are sideways instead of facing the front. To start working with the Keys Loom, I recommend to use a yarn that has a stretch to it. It will make it easier to knit off. The other thing I use is the yarn guide, and I'm using an spaghetti strap turner to thread the yarn. And to cast on, I start with a slip knot and put it on the first peg. The easiest of the cast on to me is the Keys Loom cast on, and that is the one I'm going to use right now. What we do is we E-wrap the pegs that we need. So we go around the peg, behind the pin, back, front, go behind the corner pin, go around the peg, and once that we have the pegs that we want to use, we go behind the pin, and now we just go back and front, just being sure that we're going behind the pin. Front, back, front, back, front, back, and always behind the pin. Once that we had wrapped all of the pegs, and right now I'm missing one, go again, and now I have 2 wraps on each peg, and I'm going to knit off. I take the one that is under and move it over, and as you see, because the yarn has a stretch, it's fairly easy to knit off. And that is why I am saying when you first start using the Keys Loom for the socks, it's easier to use a yarn that has some stretch. Now we're going to just keep going on U-stitch, so we just go front, back. Every time we go to the back, we have to be sure we come on the other side of the pin, so that the pin is just holding the yarn. Back, front, and again until we have all the pegs done. And now again we have 2 wraps, and we just knit off. Take the one on the bottom and go over. Put it down a little bit, 2 wraps, 1 over 1, now for the next row, again we go to the front, to the back, going behind the pin, to the front, behind the pin, to the front, all the way to the end. And again 1 over 1. and that is cast on and U stitch on the sock kiss loom.